Hello friends, good morning. Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Sagar Repale. Today I have come up with a new series. This series is about geography. This series I have designed especially for the UPSC aspirants. This series is for the aspirants who are going to write UPSC prelims in the month of May. If you analyze the previous year questions and the syllabus of geography, will come to know that UPSC is asking questions based on India. UPSC is asking questions based on maps when you are considering the subject of geography. So here I have come up with this series where I'll be focusing on Indian geography and world geography. Let me take you through my slides. So this is geography for UPSC and it's me by Sagar Repale. First slide, what are the features? What are going to be the features of this course? So let me clarify that this course, these lectures are going to be absolutely free. I'll be uploading the lectures every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, thrice a week. Then I will be using maximum maps, diagrams, so that you can remember the things very clearly. You can use your visual memory, and that will help you to memorize the facts, to recollect the facts in the exam. Then I'll be covering both static portion, also dynamic portion. I'll be including current affairs related to geography in this lecture series. And this lecture series is going to be informative and conceptual as well. There will be many concepts. I'll clear your doubts. I'll clear your concepts as well. And as I told you in the very first slide, previous year questions are very important in clearing any exam. So I'll make sure that I will be covering previous year questions of geography of last 10 to 12 years. So those are going to help you a lot. So I hope the features are clear. Now, there are two important topics in this lecture series. First is Indian geography, where I will be covering entire physiography of India, that is physical geography of India, where we'll talk about rivers, lakes, dams, reservoirs of each and every physiographic division. Then we will talk about soils of India. We will talk about natural vegetation and wildlife. And when I say wildlife, we will be covering all the national parks, wildlife sanctuaries, then bird sanctuaries, biosphere reserves, tiger reserves, Ramsar sites, and World Heritage sites as well. Because these are very hot topics in the UPSC prelims. And geography is a comprehensive subject. When I say geography, I also mean some portion of agriculture and some portion of environment. So we will be covering some agriculture also in this lecture series. And UPSC in the recent past is also asking questions based on industries and minerals. So we'll cover them also. Then I will be covering also the latest census, let it be agriculture census or general census or census related to animals. We will cover all. And tribals are also important topic in Indian geography. So we will cover important tribes of India. Then natural hazards and disasters, like some where landslides happen, earthquakes happen. So we will cover those news also. Next, in world geography, the second part is going to be about world geography. In world geography, we will cover all the continents, all the important continents, all the important regions. Like here, Asia is very important from UPSC prelims perspective. So I have divided Asia into four parts. South Asia, as you can see in the screen, South Asia, then West Asia, let me highlight it for you. South Asia, then West Asia, then East Asia, and Southeast Asia. And while talking about South Asia, we will talk about all the important physical features of South Asia, as well as we will also talk about the political organizations like SARC, BRICS, BIMSTEC, IORA, and all the latest happenings related to these organizations. In West Asia and Central Asia, we'll be talking about SEO. Like India is a chairman of the SEO this year. So we will cover entire news related to SEO. Who are the members? Which are the countries included in them? Who are the observers? Then when was this organization established? When India became the part of SEO? So like these facts we will do. We will also include current affairs. So similarly, while studying Europe, we will study about European Union as well. North America and Antarctica, we will study about NATO as well. Then South America, Antarctica, then Australia and the Pacific Islands. And after completing all the continents, we will venture overseas. We will cover major islands, major seas, important gulfs, straits, bays, and ocean currents. Why we are covering this? Because there have been many questions on these topics. So these topics are very important in our UPSC prelims preparation journey. I hope both the topics are clear to you, Indian geography and world geography. Then my focus will always be on previous year questions. In each session, in each lecture, I will be taking 5 to 10 PYQ based on that topic. For example, let us read this question. With reference to the Indus River system, of the following four rivers, three of them pour into one, of the which joins the Indus direct. Among the following, which one is such river that joins the Indus direct? So here, my aim is not to know, to tell you the answer. Even if you don't know the answer correctly right now, don't worry. Don't worry about it, even if you don't know. Why? Because my aim of the first session is just to make you realize, just to make you aware that from which topic UPSC is asking the question. So you can make a separate notebook about this lecture series, and in that you can write important topics. First topic is what? River. You can see over here, river. River, you can make a dash and you can write rivers like they are asking Indus, Chenab, Jhelum, Ravi and Satluj. Because already UPSC has asked many questions on these rivers. So these rivers are important. The study, when you are studying for the subject of geography, don't just buy a book and read about thousands of rivers, because India has thousands of rivers, right? But not all rivers are important. Which rivers are important? So the rivers which are there in the PYQs, so those are most important. So you have to study them thoroughly. You have to study them thoroughly. So Chenab, Jhelum, Ravi, Satluj and Indus. So make a point that you are going to study about them in detail. Next question is about Siachen Glacier. So all these are previous year questions. Siachen Glacier is situated to the, again, option, look at the option, east of Aksai Chin, east of Leh, north of Gilgit, and north of Nubra Valley. So Valley, Nubra Valley, already UPSC has asked many questions on valleys. So here there is a question on Nubra Valley. So Gilgit is also a town, is also a river. So you should know about Gilgit. You should learn about Leh. You should learn about Aksai Chin. So here, what is the important message we are getting? That UPSC is asking about glacier. So next year, if you are preparing for next year, you should study all the glaciers of Jammu Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Sikkim, and Arunachal Pradesh. That's my point. Even if you don't know the answer, relax. This is just a start. This is just the first lecture of our series. Next, so this is the map. So I'll be using map. So where is Siachen Glacier? This is Siachen Glacier. Where is Gilgit? Gilgit is somewhere over here. Then this is Nubra Valley, right? And this is what? Town of Leh. So this is purely a map-based question. So maps are very important, and that's the reason why I am going to use maximum number of maps in this lecture series. Next, again, here they have asked you to match the glaciers and associated rivers, Bandarpunj, Barashigri, then Milam, then Siachen. So you can see there was already a question on Siachen, and next year they are asking you about the position of Siachen. Again, Zemu, there was a question on Zemu already, and again they have repeated the question Zemu. So Zemu is a glacier in the state of Sikkim. Then rivers you can see Yamuna, Chenab, okay, Chenab. So Chenab, We just saw Chenab in one of the options in the first question. Then Nubra again here. So one year they are asking you about Nubra River. Another year they are asking you about Nubra Valley. So that's the reason when toppers say, when teachers say you should do previous year questions, they don't mean you buy a book. In a book, question is given, options are given, and answer is given. So aspirants, what they do, they just mug up the answer. So that is not the way you should study. What is the way? When you read a question, just analyze from which topic they are asking this question. What are the options? Now take those options and study about them thoroughly. Then analyze the option, how UPSC is framing the options. Can we use any elimination technique? So this is the way UPSC prelims, you can clear UPSC prelims, and I will help you in your journey. Next, again, this is a purely map-based question. Among the following cities, which one lies on a longitude closest to that of Delhi? So Bangalore, Hyderabad, Nagpur, and what? Pune. So purely map-based question. So if you are well versed with map, you can solve this question. Now, you can like before this question, what you will do? You will just open the map and you will just mug up the capitals of the states, right, and the relative position. But now you know that questions are there on longitude. Now you will read the map from a different perspective. Similarly, here you can see in India the Himalayas are spread over 5 states only. Western Ghats are spread over 5 states only, and Pulikat Lake is spread over 2 states only. Again, this is a purely map-based question. And again, second thing is what these things are important. Himalayas, they are asking on Himalayas, they are asking on Western Ghats, they are asking on Pulikat Lake. So next year, they can ask you the states, if Pulikat Lake is spread over which 2 states? Or they will ask you about some features of the Pulikat Lake. They can ask you about Western Ghats. They can ask you about Himalayas. So these are the important topics. And so two things are important. Himalayas, Western Ghats, and Pulikat Lake. This is the first insight. Second insight, they are asking you about map-based questions. Next, again, this is a purely map-based question. If you travel by road from Kohima to Kottayam, what is the minimum number of states within India through which you can travel, including the origin and the destinations, and these are the options. Again, this is a purely map-based question, so you should read the India's political map thoroughly. Now, if they are asking about longitudes, Delhi, just look at where Bangalore is situated, where Hyderabad is situated. Now they are asking you about longitude. Sure, they can ask you about latitude as well. Now, just study the latitude of Delhi and Sikkim or Gangtok. Where is Gangtok? The south of Delhi. Then they can ask you about from how many states the Tropic of Cancer passes. They can ask you the capital of Bhopal is situated to the whether to the north or to the south of Tropic of Cancer. Ranchi, they can ask you. Of course, they won't ask you the exact longitude. No, that can be asked in the state PCS, but UPSC does not ask you the detailed number. They are not interested in that, but they can ask you the relative position of states or state capitals or important cities in India. I hope the insights are clear. Next question with reference to the Changpa community of India, consider the following statement. So Changpa, that means they are asking you about tribals. Why they are asking you about tribals? Because tribals are the most vulnerable community in our India. So they are asking you about tribals, where they are living, what they do, what is the livelihood, what is the threat. Then here they are asking you about scheduled tribes. So while studying about the tribals, I'll also take help of polity because they can ask you the scheduled tribes are mentioned in which part of the constitution, in which article of the constitution. Yeah, I will also tell you about that. I will not say ki this is a geography series. I won't touch polity. No, UPSC is a comprehensive study, so we'll take care of everything which is needed to come to the correct option, right? So Champa community, so we are going to study about tribals. So this was the basic introduction about my course, India geography, where I'll be catering to the Indian geography and world geography. Then I told you about the features, the importance of previous year questions, and we also saw some previous year questions so that you will get to know on which topic UPSC is asking, how UPSC is twisting the questions. So, as this is the first lecture, I'll make things simple. I'll keep things simple. So let us begin our discussion with the basic facts. So these are some basic facts about India physical. This is a map of India physical, where you can see physical features like mountains, Kunlun Mountains, Karakoram Mountains, K2 Peak, rivers you can see, then the Western Ghats you can see, the islands you can see. So this is a physical map of India mentioned in the NCERT. This is mentioned in the NCERT. It's taken from the NCERT. So these are the basic facts. So most of you must be knowing these simple facts. If you know these facts, well and good. If you don't know the fact, you can note it down now. India is the seventh largest country in the world. Then the India's area is 3.28 million square kilometer. Again, see, UPSC is not going to ask you these simple facts, but it is very important because they can ask you indirectly. They can ask you indirectly. 2.4% of the world's land surface. India has 2.4% of world's land surface area, and world's highest population resides in India. So India is what? Currently number one position in when it comes population. Here, these facts, even if UPSC is not going to ask you directly, you can use these facts in your mains answers. You can say, if a question comes on pollution or city management, urban development, or congestion, pollution, you can write, India is having only 2.4% of world's land surface, but India sustains almost 17% of world's population. So that's huge. So that's huge pressure on 2.4% land. We have many resources, but our resources are strained. Why? Because we have so much population. Then the north to south distance is what? 3,214 kilometer. The east-west distance is 2,933 kilometer. Then the geographical coast, India has 7,517 kilometer geographical coast, and that is including the mainland India, Lakshadweep Islands, and including the Andaman. If you skip the Lakshadweep and Andaman, so what is the coastal length of mainland India? So that is what? 6,100 kilometer. That is what? 6,100 kilometer. So that is the coastal length of mainland India. Then there are 15 agroclimatic zones. I told you we are going to also cover some portions of agriculture. So now, even if you don't know what is agroclimatic zone, what is agroecological zone, just relax. This is just a first introductory lecture. So don't worry. We are going to talk about this in detail in our upcoming lectures. So for now, just remember there are 15 agroclimatic zones, there are 20 agroecological zones, and this is the standard meridian, 82-degree and 30-minute standard meridian. Standard meridian passes through how many states? Again, that can be a question. What is standard meridian? I hope you know. From standard meridian, by considering that fact, we have set our what? Indian standard time. We have set Indian standard time. Wherever you go, we have only one time. So that is taken from this standard meridian, 82 degrees, 30 minutes. In prelims, they can ask you from how many states the standard meridian of India passes. You should know that answer. Next, India political. So India political. So what are the things that you should know about India political map? So this is the political map, the older one. I can just let me add Telangana. A rough map of Telangana is like this. So here I have made a mnemonic for you, 1 to 10, like from 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So like this, I have made a mnemonic. So 2 first is what? 2. So 2 means there are two states like Gujarat and West Bengal. Gujarat and West Bengal. So these are the only two states in India which share both sea and land border, both sea and land border. Then three are the states like Assam, Mizoram, and Uttarakhand. So these three states they share border with two countries. Uttarakhand shares border with China and Nepal. Then Assam share border with what? Bhutan. Then Bangladesh. So two countries and Assam. Next, again there are three other countries, three other states. Sorry, there are three other states like West Bengal, then uh, Sikkim and Arunachal Pradesh. West Bengal, Sikkim and Arunachal Pradesh, they share border with three countries. West Bengal share border with Nepal also, Bhutan and Bangladesh. So three countries. Sikkim share border with what? Nepal, then China and what? Bhutan. And Arunachal Pradesh share border with what? China, Myanmar and Bhutan. So these are the three countries. Then 5, 2, 3, then 5. So India has five states, namely MP, Chhattisgarh, Telangana, and Jharkhand and Haryana. So these are the landlocked states. That means they don't have any land border or sea border. So these are five. Then five. So this is the answer of the previous question. I asked you, na, ki, the standard meridian passes through how many states? So five is the answer. It passes through UP, it passes through MP, then passes through Chhattisgarh, Odisha, and Andhra Pradesh. This is the answer. So they can ask you this question. Next year they can ask you how many states, or they can ask you ki, from the following states, mention the states from which the standard meridian passes. You should know. Then six is what? Six. Again, there are zonal councils. So what are zonal council? We will not discuss now, but there are six zonal councils. Six zonal councils. There are North Zonal Council. There is West Zonal Council. This is Central Zonal Council. Then this is South Zonal Council. And this is what? East Zonal Council. And this is Northeast Zonal Council. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there are six zonal councils. Zonal council is a topic from polity. Again, we'll talk about it in our polity series. Then 7 is what? Bachpan MBA. Bachpan MBA means what? These are the countries which share border with India. Bachpan MBA means what? I have arranged them in a descending order. So when you see Bangladesh, so Bangladesh share highest border with India. Bangladesh share longest border with India. Here you can see Bangladesh share longest border with India. So Bangladesh, then CH what is what? China, then Pakistan, then it's Nepal, then it's Nepal over here, then Myanmar, and then Bhutan, and last it's what? Afghanistan over here. Afghanistan over here. This is what? Wakhan corridor. This corridor is called as what? Wakhan corridor. In history, we see Wakhan corridor is a creation of British when they wanted to seclude India from the Afghan power. So this is what Wakhan corridor. This is what Wakhan corridor. Next, so I hope this is the sequence is clear. So let me write it for you again. So let me erase this. So what is the sequence if they ask you to write the land border in a descending fashion? So first is what? Bangladesh, then second is China, then third is Pakistan, then it's Nepal, then it's Myanmar, then it's Bhutan, and at last it's Afghanistan. So Afghanistan shares least border with India. Next is number 8. So 8 are the states from which the Tropic of Cancer, you can see over here, Tropic of Cancer passes through Gujarat, some portion of Rajasthan, MP, Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand, West Bengal, and here in Northeast India, it passes through Tripura and Mizoram. So 8, you should remember the state. Then 9 are the states which have coastal boundary. So Gujarat, Andhra Pradesh, again, I have arranged it for you in a descending fashion. So Gujarat has the highest, or you can say longest coastline in India. Here you can see Kutch Peninsula, Kathiawar Peninsula is there. So Gujarat, then Andhra Pradesh, then Tamil Nadu, then Maharashtra is there, then it's Karnataka, then it's Kerala, then it's Odisha, then it's Karnataka over here, then West Bengal, and last least coastal area is what? Goa, and which is the most famous state for tourism, Goa. So although Goa has the least coastal border, the tourist potential is highest in Goa. Next, the regions are again different. We will talk about them in some later sessions. So 16. So what are 16? 16 is means what? 16 are the states like Gujarat, Rajasthan, Punjab, etc. So they share international land border. So these are the 16 states from Gujarat to West Bengal. So these are the 16 states. So this is the what? Basic political facts you should know. So we talked about basic physical facts about India, and we saw some basic political facts about India. Again, these are very simple, but you should know. And I always tell my students in UPSC prelims, if you don't know a very difficult question, don't worry, because 99% of the students don't know about the difficult questions. But competition is there for simple questions, because if you don't know the simple questions, you will be at back foot, because 99% of the students will mark that question correct, and if you don't know, then there is problem for you. So always remember, do simple things first and then approach towards the difficult topics. So similarly, we have seen the simple facts today, and now let us move towards our main topic. This is our what important topic: physiographic divisions of India. So physiographic divisions of India. India has been divided into 6 physiographic divisions. First is what? The northern and the northeastern mountains. Second is the northern plains. Third is the peninsular plateau. Fourth one is the Indian desert. Fifth one is the coastal plains, and sixth one is the islands. So here, from next lecture onwards, we will be taking one physiographic divisions, and we will talk in detail about A to Z about the northern mountains, A to Z about northern plains, peninsular plateau. So each physiographic divisions we will cover in detail. In detail means what? Which topics I will be covering. If I am talking, so let us take example. I will be talking about the physiographic division of the northern and the northeastern mountains. So here, rivers are important, mountain chains are important, peaks are important, then passes are important, tribals are important, all the national parks, biosphere reserves from this area. We will talk about minerals, we will talk about the natural vegetation, we'll talk about the soils. So much subtopics we will cover about this each topic. So these are our 6 important topics, and these are the important subtopics. So I hope things are clear to you. So from next lecture onwards, we are going to talk about the physiographic division of India. And yes, this is going to be a virtual Bharat Darshan tour for you. After clearing prelims, mains, and interview, you will go to Labasna, and there you will have actual Bharat Darshan. But from my lecture series, if you attend all my lectures, which are going to upload it on YouTube, you will enjoy virtual Bharat Darshan, because I will be talking in detail about every part of India, every region of India, every physiographic division, and we are on cycle. Why we are on cycle? Because we will see that region slowly. We will take part into the each and every geographical features of that region. So pack up your bags and join me in this virtual Bharat Darshan. And I hope you are liking this lecture series. You will enjoy this lecture series. If you are new to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. And if you have any expectations that if you find any topic, or you want me to take that topic, or you want me to give any suggestions, so you can write those in the comment section. So thank you. See you next Friday, next Saturday. Thank you.